James, standard setting is a very funny thing and a very weird thing because once you have a very high bar for somebody, the moment they go even slightly above it, even if it's the highest bar possible, you start to have questions and you start to go, I don't know about this, what's going on? And I just wanted to talk about Erling Haaland today. It's been like a couple of games where he's not scored a goal. In the Premier League, he still has a goal a game and an assist. So he's still, more than a goal contribution, a goal a game, and then a more than a one goal contribution every single game. So that's still pretty good. I think he's still well on track for top scorer in the Premier League. But I'm getting a slightly different vibe about Erling Haaland this year. Now, I know you and I weren't necessarily his biggest fans last year. I think that he broke the record and we thought that was good, but I don't think you or I were blown away. Are you getting kind of a different vibe from Erling Haaland like that this year? Because I've got my reasons, and I'll just give a bit of background. Guys, his shots per game is roughly the same, if not he's taking more. He has more shots on target as well over the course of 90 minutes as well. So everything's kind of pointed in the same kind of direction. So statistically, his performances haven't changed. James, is the eye test telling you something different?
The eye test has told me that what I've always known about him. My issue with the whole Erling Haaland thing is that when people say he was the best in the world, I find that crazily offensive. I find that is the greatest striker I've ever. I find that crazy, Jack, because I like my players, to do a bit more than just provide an XG, and I'm talking about a goal or an assist. No, not an XG. What's it called? Goal,
yeah.
To offer just goals and assists overall. And when I watch him, take out that end product there, it's not good enough, Jack. It's not good enough at the highest standard. Yeah, we're talking about pro football here. We're talking about Champions League and all that. And granted, like, he's in this great Manchester City team, and they did win the Champions League on his first go. He did do that. But I didn't think his performances were the main reason why Manchester City went on to do that. I felt like at times they won besides his poor form. Champions League final, Jack, he completed four passes in that.
So James,
against Real Madrid, he had a bunch of chances. I didn't see him convert.
Let me play devil's advocate, and let me try and do my best Roy Keane impression. James, he's a striker. That's his job. He has to score goals, and he does. That's what he does. He does his job because he's a striker and he scores goals. What do you say to those people?
I say that I've played football, and when I'm not doing of course my team wants me to score goals, but they also want me to do something else. I remember, if the ball goes up and I don't hold it, and there's two big centre backs in front of me. What do you want me to do? Come on, get hold of it. Do something. Bring us up the field. It's just, to me, it's just being able to just do something different. Yeah? If that ball goes to him, I want to believe that if he is who they say he is, can you do something magic? Jack, Harry Kane, as much as he's not the quickest guy in the world, he doesn't have that Henry sort of, Ronaldo sort of ability to get at people, but he does something different. If that ball goes to him, I know that ball's going to stick. I know that he's going to find a way to hold up somebody, spin, and play somebody in. Or he might even spin and try a 30-yard shot. Yeah, I know that when the ball is in and around his area, regardless of the 3-4 players around him, he's going to find a way to wiggle a shot off into the goal. And Erling Haaland, when I watch him, if he has to take more than one touch, he's probably not going to score.
James,
if you actually look at his goals, it's majority of the time it's always a one-touch finish, and that's great. But at times, go on, go.
From 3 yards out as well, usually from a De Bruyne pass. Look, I'm scared that my team are going to spend 35 million plus pounds on this guy. But James, Romelu Lukaku's scoring about a goal a game for Roma at the moment, and seriously, the performances are actually really nice. I'm not going to lie to you, but he does more. He is holding up the ball. He's bringing players into play, and even some of his goals, which I can kind of take or leave, they're fine. But it's the whole performance which has you excited and has you feeling optimistic and feeling good. James, it's still a goal a game in the Premier League. Man City, okay, little bit of a lull recently, obviously not winning every game, which is this high expectation that we have for them and for Haaland as well. It's a goal or more per game. How much are they missing? Arguably the best number 6 in the world and the best number 8, number 10 in the world in Kevin De Bruyne.
Massively, because those two are, to me, the most important players. Those two are by far the guys who make me tick. Rodri, as much as at first, when remember when me and Jack were doing a discussion about who's the best defensive midfielder, Thomas Partey, Rodri, and Casemiro. Rodri was bottom of my list. He's now rose to number 1 because the way he's playing is absolutely unbelievable. And Kevin De Bruyne, since the day he put on a Man City shirt, has been just by far their best player.
Yeah.
And what he brings, Jack, in that final third, the game at the Emirates, Jack, I think Kevin De Bruyne plays there. They win comfortably 2-0, 3-0.
You might be right.
You know, yeah. And it's that ability. Oh, I'm in the middle or out wide. I'm gonna create something. I'm gonna try and be outrageous and find that pass. Yeah, if it doesn't come off, it doesn't come off. I'm gonna try a shot. Yeah, I'm gonna pop up in a position where I can beat a player and have a shot. He has that ability. And does Erling Haaland suffer from players not being there? Yes. But sometimes, Jack, players are not going to be there. Sometimes the service isn't going to be great. Your question is, what can you do, when there's not that much going on? Yeah, and we're talking about a Ballon d'Or. We're talking about best in the world. Yeah, if we're just talking about an average player, cool. We're talking about the best in the world.
And again, guys, I'd like to think for you guys at home, if you're subscribed to me and James, and if you're not, hit that subscribe button, hit like as well. I'd like to think you're following us because it's not just your phone buzzes and you go, oh, Haaland scored, he must be the best player in the world. I'd like to think that you use your eyes and you think, right, this is a game of football. What should we be looking for? What's good? What's bad? If somebody's lacking in an area, is there something they can do for that reason? But also think as well, what does Pep want the guy to do as well? Because that's another thing that has to be taken into consideration. Players have roles. They have jobs that they need to execute. Are they executing that job correctly? And are we getting the performance off the back of that? These are all things that should be kind of spiraling in your head at the moment as well. James, obviously Rodri's a huge miss. Kevin De Bruyne is a huge miss. Do you think this kind of mini goal drought for Erling Haaland will continue? I think it's like 2 games, and obviously we expect him to score in every game. Or is this guy still going to score every game?
No, the one thing that I said when he first joined Jack, he's going to score goals.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to disrespect my man and say he's not a goal scorer, because that's who he is. Yeah. I just asked for a little bit more besides the goals. When it comes to goals, Jack, he's gonna find a way. Yeah. There will be a time, Jack, probably next game, maybe the game after that, where you're gonna buzz the phone. Eden Hazard, not Eden Hazard, I just did a video on him there. Erling Haaland, 4 goals.
Yeah, true.
That's what he's gonna do. It might be a game against Sheffield United or whatever. He's gonna score goals. He's gonna finish the season up as the Premier League top goal scorer. But my thing with Eden Hazard, I keep on saying Eden Hazard, Erling Haaland, is that in big games, I want to see him be
puff his chest out, be nasty.
The one time I seen him do that, and I hated it, was against Arsenal last season at the Etihad. It was like a Didier Drogba show where Man City were playing long into him. He was holding it in. Granted, it was against Rob Holding, man. Gabriel was there too, but he was sensational.
Was that was that where he took his ponytail out?
Yeah. He violated. He violated. He was sensational that day. But then watching the video of Didier Drogba and Jack, take out the goals. He dominated Jack the game as a striker. That's what I want to see from a guy that we consider to be the best in the world. Erling Haaland is young. If he can add the rest of the stuff to his game, end product, let's say when he's not scoring goals, bringing teams into play, scoring more from half chances,
then we're getting scary. Yeah.
The whole world is in trouble. I don't want to see that, because we might see some numbers that are looking a bit ugly.
Guys at home, let us know your thoughts. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Drop a like on the video if you'd like what you've seen. Also, comment section. Let us know, this mini goal drought, is it going to continue, or is Haaland going to come back? Until next time, me and James. Oh, go ahead, James.
And Erling, if you want to, message me about some one-to-one training, we can work on, the stuff that I believe you need to work on. So yeah, let's do that, and then I'll take down this video. So Erling, give me a call. Yeah.
Until next time, guys. We'll see you.